Hello everyone, welcome to the online briefing for competitors in our Chichester Yacht Club 2021 RS400 Open, sponsored in the RS400 Southern Tour by West Country Boat Repairs and Rooster. I'm Nick Colbourne and will be your race officer for the Open. We're running the event under the constraints of the later stage of Step 1 COVID-19 roadmap rules, so we've adopted measures to avoid close contact and have limited access to the club and most of its facilities to keep everyone as safe as possible. We will be delighted to welcome you all to the club tomorrow. On arrival, please park neatly in the larger gravel-covered car park near the club and rig your boat there. With the early start, you might like to get refreshments, including bacon butties, from our takeaway service operating from a window on the canal side of the club from about 9 o'clock or perhaps before. Watch out for more information about this on the RS400 WhatsApp group. The club is not able to provide changing facilities except in emergencies, but the loos will be available through the doors to the sloop. Numbers within the building are restricted, so please don't loiter inside. Please use the hand sanitizer facility just inside the door and do not move around elsewhere in the club. Please be sure to wear a mask when you're in the club. Also, please respect the present limits of the rule of 6 or 2 households and maintain social distancing in all areas at all times. Our racing starts at 10:30 and we will be sailing all 3 races back to back over high water, which is at about 11:38. Launching will commence from about 10 o'clock once we've progressed the mark laying sufficiently to ensure safety boat cover afloat. Flag D will be flying on the signal mast between the beaches to hold you until it is safe to launch. To reduce close congestion on the launching beaches, we ask that you spread widely across the 2 beaches for hoisting sails in the northeasterly breeze. Our beach masters will help in this and ensure that trailers are not left in the car park spaces. As you're aware, entries have been taken online and all information is being made available to you online or on the CYC RS400 WhatsApp group. This includes final details of race courses and any other information. A course board will be displayed outside the sloop and on Cyclone. The type of course will be posted on the WhatsApp group as early as possible. There is no sign-on procedure and we ask that you notify the committee boat race team on Cyclone or a safety boat if you retire from a wet race or we wish to protest. If you have booked and paid harbour dues as visitors to Chichester Harbour, your plaque and receipt will be on a table outside the sloop. Please fix the plaque to the port aft top side of the boat. Please take care on the steps outside the sloop. They have deteriorated during the winter and are due to be rebuilt shortly. Please do not gather in tight groups close to the sloop. Also be careful crossing the channel to the marina. The big boats coming and going in that channel have right of way due to their restricted freedom to manoeuvre. This is in our sailing instructions. Now to the racing. Forecasts have been slowly increasing wind speeds, but are still within our reduced wind limits. The direction has been gradually veering more easterly and we hope this will enable us to run windward-lured courses. See WhatsApp and course boards for the latest information at 9:30 on Saturday morning, but if the wind becomes stronger, we will issue some alerts. The course area is most likely to be due north of the club in the main channel leading up towards Dalkeith. The latest water quality report on the 15th of March was compliant rather than non-compliant, and there has been very little rain in this area for weeks, so it will not have deteriorated. The air and water temperatures have been slow to improve this spring, so it will be chilly out there, so do make sure you're appropriately dressed for an exciting but wet and chilly ride. We're running the windward lured course differently this year, more in line with your class style, and avoiding the start-finish line being a constraint on the beats. We hope it works. The number of laps will be indicated on the course, but in view of the wind forecast, we will probably set the 4-lap version initially, as you'll be going reasonably quickly. Be aware that if we did need to shorten course, this will be indicated by flying flag F on a safety boat in the vicinity of Mark 1, the windward mark, with repeated sound signals. In this case, all boats will finish their current lap normally via CYC1, CYC2 and through the leeward gate, leaving CYC4 to port and then crossing the finishing line where Cyclone will be flying the S flag. Starting with the northeasterly wind, our first 2 races are likely to have a significant flood tide pushing you over the line. We will do our very best to set a line to minimise this problem and to warn of the immediate dangers on the water, but it will be down to you, the sailors, to get it right. We will move very quickly, if necessary, to stiffen starting penalties to enable everyone to have a good racing rather than sitting around waiting for restarts. Don't forget to check the board on Cyclone for your sail number if there is a general recall under a black flag. Finally, the prize giving will be a socially distanced affair on the terrace outside the sloop, with seats set out below to keep us all well apart. If it rains, I'm afraid we just get wetter. We hope you will have a really good day. We can't expect any sun, and we may get a bit of rain, but I'm looking forward to watching some really brilliant sailors in full flight. See you on the water.